All right, y'all was good, man. So today I'm watching Investigated NYC's illegal immigrant invasion, man. So let's see, man. Shout out
Yes,
Tyler.
New York City.
This isn't South America. This isn't Guatemala. We're better than everyone in the world for a reason.
Illegal immigrants.
They shouldn't even be here. They should be back where they belong.
They keep coming. I don't know what to do.
Crime.
Let me see that. What's the demographic of people chatting this?
Illegal immigrants.
All look like some middle-aged white people.
They shouldn't even be here. They should be back where they belong.
They keep coming. I don't know what to do.
Crime.
Gray sweatshirt with a black puffer vest.
Fighting each other. Yo, yo. Homelessness.
Yo,
Nah, he banked his shit.
That's impressive, I gotta say. And Jews hiding in tunnels?
there's inside a bunch of criminals. Such fanatics must be punished.
People from across the world dream of coming to New York to chase the American dream and build a better life for themselves, including
More than 110,000 migrants since last spring.
turning New York
110,000
into the epicenter of this
in 1 year.
nationwide migration crisis due to New York City's unique right to shelter laws that forces the city to provide shelter to anyone who asks for it, even if that means shutting down entire schools to provide shelter for these migrants.
Taking over my kid's school. I hope you feel good. Yeah, you piece of shit.
We don't believe right to shelter should apply to a humanitarian crisis. The forefathers of that law did not think that one day we were going to talk about 160-something thousand people showing up at our door.
So I don't know if I heard this right. So basically, there's a law that says you have to bring in immigrants in New York.
But
Did
with
I hear
over
that right?
90,000
Or am I-
homeless people already on New York streets as the homeless capital of America, what are the long-term consequences of busing this many illegal immigrants into the most expensive and most densely populated major city in America? Where will they end up once the city runs out of resources to help them? How did New Yorkers feel about them being here? And how is the quality of life for the migrants and their families that now live here? I met up with local journalist Leroy at Viral News NYC to understand how this all began. What is this hotel?
So this is actually the Row Hotel. It's a migrant hotel that's been here for about 15 months, a little longer. This is where all the migrants come to stay with families
Yeah.
and kids.
And that hotel look nice though. Yeah, that look
Some people
nice.
have been here for about a year and a half almost. And you have to feel bad for them. They're being lied to about coming to America, and they'll get everything handed to them head and toe, and that's not the truth.
And today just so happens to be eviction day for 40 families being forced out of the hotel, including this lady who's 8 months pregnant.
¿Cuánto tiempo
Damn.
estuviste en el hotel?
5 meses,
¿Por qué viniste?
buscando un mejor futuro para mí, para mi familia, para mi bebé,
¿A dónde irás después de esto?
al Roosevelt, para una reubicación, a pedir reubicación, poder salir adelante, conseguir un trabajo y poder ser independiente. No depender todo el tiempo del Estado, pero también es complicado cuando uno no tiene papeles, cuando es inmigrante, cuando va recién llegando, pues poder conseguir un trabajo estable.
Tu plan es
Nah, she
vivir
don't got no social security card, no ID, no nothing. Damn.
a Largo Plaza.
Sí, quedarme aquí en Nueva York, sí.
¿A cuánto
AKA, you ain't
tiempo
got no
tardó en
emotion.
llegar aquí?
Yo salí de mi país en octubre del año pasado.
Basically, the most common answer you'll hear from any migrant is that they're refugees fleeing from their home country due to some obscure threat to their life and that they're here to build a better life. Why did you come through the border?
En Colombia ahorita, en mi tierra, amenazas.
Did you come here to work?
He venido a solicitar asilo, no porque tengo una amenaza de muerte.
¿Qué te trajo aquí?
La economía.
And did you illegally enter through that border right there?
No, no, no. Había una puerta abierta y pasé.
Or is it
She
simply
said
a
an open
strategy
door.
these people are
Yeah.
taught to illegally enter the
Finesse.
U.S. without punishment? And 7 months ago, an employee that worked inside the Row Hotel said this.
The migrants being in those hotels have destroyed them. There's a lot of alcohol in these rooms. Housekeeping is there. All we kids getting drunk together, whether it be
But you gotta think about it though. In their culture, that's cool to them. Like I just seen the video earlier. They said like Brazilian kids be drinking at like 12. So
drugs,
it's
whether
like
it be alcohol, whether it be a gun.
that's part of
they
their
stick
culture,
it
bro.
in the strollers, under the baby.
But alcohol isn't the only issue at the Row NYC. Carlos shared incident reports and internal text messages detailing gunmen on the premises, children getting drunk, and migrants stealing from local businesses surrounding the hotel.
I myself have been assaulted. I've seen other people get assaulted. Threats saying, we'll be waiting for you guys outside. Yeah.
And why is that happening?
Because they want to get away with doing whatever the hell they want to do.
Now, this pregnant lady should theoretically end up in what's called a reprocessing center, where migrants like her, whose 5-month stay has run out, will now stand in a never-ending line to reapply for shelter and pray that they end up in one of the many shelters that are already max capacity.
We got a full line of people.
Oh, it goes down the block.
They're gonna process these people all day?
Yeah, all day long. This is a never-ending processing center. Yeah, it goes all the way around the block. This is insanity. Come on, we're gonna go to the end.
What's your number? 7,247.
7,000. It's 7,000 people in line. Yeah, bro. You gonna be in that line for at least 4 days.
10,897. Wow.
10,000.
Where will you sleep tonight?
En la calle, en la calle, en el tren.
You might be wondering what countries these people are coming in from.
Senegal. Migrant?
Yeah, you're from Africa, yeah.
How long did it take to get here?
I don't know. Me maybe 5 months in here.
5 months?
Yeah.
How long do you
It's a
wait
long
on
time.
that for? Yeah.
I know, in here.
Yeah.
1 week.
Oh my God.
Look, it's raining today. It's
A week?
cold.
Yeah.
I don't have a shelter now, bro. Very difficult, bro.
He been in line for a week. He just got to the front
Where
door.
will you go to sleep tonight?
Crazy.
Downtown. The times you get.
Is your plan to live here in New York?
Yeah.
Do you have the paperwork to get permanent housing or a job out here?
I don't have a job. Nothing, bro.
They don't even have work authorizations.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Good luck. Yeah, see you.
Some of these people have been waiting for 15 days to get into a new facility or just to go through this facility itself. Like I said, they're human and it's a shame. And
imagine sitting in a line for 2
fingers
weeks.
at the Biden administration for overwhelming the system.
Does New York have any space left?
We're done. No, we're full. The mayor's been saying we're full months ago. And you stick a facility like this in a residential area, people are pissed. These are all houses.
What do the locals that live here think about their neighborhood?
Man, people live right here too. I would be sick though. Like imagine you walk outside, bro. Like no matter what time you walk outside, it's just hella people sitting right outside your house, bro. Like that shit would look trigger
being
me, bro.
turned into a homeless migrant hotspot. How long you been out here?
I've been here about 15 years.
Do you think there's enough space to help everyone here?
There's never enough space in New York City.
Do you think in some ways they're competing with the local homeless population that already needs housing potentially?
It seems that would be likely.
Breaks my heart to see them lined up in the rain and the cold with inadequate jackets. But this is a better class of people than most, right? They got here. They're determined. They're decent. You take a group of young men this size, you'd expect them to be making trouble. They're not making any trouble. They'd be perfectly good neighbors if only we had some place to put them. There's got to be some sort of border control, but
New York got like the smallest houses in America, bro. Like I seen a tour of a New York house one time, bro. It was literally like one room, like one. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But basically, the bed was right here, the toilet was right here, the sink was right here, and it was no bathroom in there. They all use the same bathroom.
I don't know how to do it in a human.
They get treacherous in New York.
It's a government disgrace. This is
very treacherous.
Litter. I've been trying to train the migrant immigrants to put their litter in a container, and it's here. So I'm cleaning this up now. For the most part, they're good neighbors.
Are causing a lot of garbage on our street, but I think the mayor needs to spread them out and not dump like 2,000 people in one area. We met one guy who came from Peru. He has a family back there. He's an expert welder, an expert baker. He couldn't get any paperwork until a kind lady sponsored him because they can't use an address to get their paper.
When do you think this ends?
I don't think it's going to. I think
it's not going to, bro.
A permanent emergency shelter.
There's already mad homeless people out here. Now you're just bringing these people out here. Come here with a working visa or don't come here at all. If I'm being honest, if you traveled from Guatemala or wherever in Central America and you traveled to the United States, you probably have STDs. You probably have tetanus. You probably have, I don't know, like gonorrhea. This isn't a third world.
Yeah, bro, tweaking, bro. He tweaking.
Country. This is America. This is New York City. This isn't South America. This isn't Guatemala. This isn't France. We're better than everyone in the world for a reason. Because we value people, and every Republican president that's been the president of this United States has been the best president than any other Democratic president. Democrats are out. Republicans are in.
After hearing how controversial these migrants are, I walked over to this non-profit near the thousands of migrants waiting for shelter.
So we have a non-profit right here handing out food. How can these guys even stay afloat with all this?
They can't. These non-profits going broke.
Yeah.
Look, God bless them for doing it, but this is not their job. Look, the homeless population here in New York City are being thrown to the side.
We've seen an incredible increase in the numbers of people coming through in the last several months with so many migrants who are now in the neighborhood. And as you can see, it's a big need here in the neighborhood with all these newest neighbors of ours.
How do you guys keep up with demand out here?
It's tough, some days, but we do our best to feed everyone who comes to the door. They're just trying to make a new life for themselves, and we need to
shout out to him, bro.
Support them and welcome
Seemed
them
like
here
a good dude, bro.
And are these people in sort of competition in any way to the local homeless population?
We certainly don't see it that.
Tyler, this is what you doing, bro. This is what you doing. This is what you doing, Tyler. He's trouble.
Population.
Who added this B-roll?
We don't see it that way.
Okay.
We come with an attitude of abundance, that there's enough for all. It's just a matter of allocating resources so that everyone gets fed.
But this attitude of abundance appears to be mathematically impossible. As I walked past another migrant shelter that had reached max capacity, with countless migrants waiting in the cold rain for shelter that does not exist. What is this?
This is a migrant shelter.
How many people is it housing right now?
4,000.
4,000?
We try to keep them calm because some of them are a little violent.
So tell me about that. I see people showing the badges as they come in.
Right.
What's going on the inside of this place?
Well, if you don't belong here, you can't come in here. They don't belong here, so they have to stand outside to wait for their
So these guys can't get in?
Right.
What do you mean they don't belong here no more?
They have 30 to 60 days to be at one spot, and once the 60 days is up, they have to go back and re-register all over.
Are the local homeless population allowed to live in these buildings, or do you have to be from out of the country?
To be like a migrant. To be,
Interesting.
It's messed up.
This building right here is for...
And so they have been out the immigrants over the people that's already here. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. Honestly, you should fix the problems that's already here first before you add new stuff.
Families, the next one is single male and females, the next one is families. They pretty much took over the whole area.
Where are you guys from?
Senegal.
How long did it take to get here? Is your plan to live here in New York City for the foreseeable future?
Oui.
Do you have the paperwork to be able to work a job here?
No, pas encore papier.
¿De dónde están?
De Venezuela.
What did you guys come here looking for?
Una nueva vida, una nueva trabajo.
Okay.
Para mi familia.
What is going on in Venezuela that caused you to leave?
Por el presidente que tenemos que no es demasiado malo y tal. No hay trabajo ni nada.
Where are you sleeping right now in New York City?
Aquí en el refugio. Por los momentos estamos aquí en el refugio, pero ya se los va a vencer, no hayamos por dónde agarrar, no tenemos dónde buscar, no tenemos un refugio permanente ni un apartamento, nada por el estilo, por no tener reales para uno.
Gracias por tu tiempo. Do you think the situation here in New York has become worse?
How do you fix it?
Where some of these people are from, or no?
I understand all these people have these problems, but how are they supposed to fix it? Is there no way to get papers once you're out here? I don't know, bro.
At this point, yes. Some of the Africans I spoke with, they tell me it's better back home, right?
Guys selling pants. So people are doing whatever they can to make money out here.
Of course.
He's selling tea right here. How much?
$1.
I'll buy some coffee. Awesome. People are creating opportunities for themselves. I respect it.
With insufficient papers to work a real job and rapidly depleting shelters available, it's no surprise the migrants are doing whatever they can to survive, with some alleging they were even employed to dig secret underground.
Extremist Jewish teens secretly hired migrants to dig secret Brooklyn synagogue tunnel. Whoa.
Tunnels under a famous Jewish synagogue.
Is it true they found some secret tunnels in the Jewish? They were asking me about that.
I just know that there's tunnels and that there's this one video of this guy coming out of the sewer.
What is this? Look at them all. Oh my god.
Oh,
dude,
what?
They're getting some bad PR lately.
Oh, bro, where is this guy going, dude? To get a rebate. Yeah, what the
were those guys doing in those tunnels? I want to fix this tonight. They need the true click there. We don't do that in America.
Here's what they're doing is they're saying the 770 tunnels were used to traffic kids. All kinds of crazy rumors
really?
saying there's blood on the mattress that was pulled out the wall, like all kinds of crazy. Soon we're going to meet up with some people from the temple who are in charge of the temple, who are very respected gentlemen in the community, and we're going to get the full story from them, like with this migrant stuff right now, right? I've been filming the migrant stuff since it started a year and a half already. Unfortunately, the mainstream didn't want to cover it, and the reason they told me is because it might create xenophobia, right? Hatred for migrants. Well, that's, and I get it, but here's the thing. If there's a problem, we have to show it.
What do you mean? Like, it might create hatred from like propaganda. Really be trying to finesse everybody, bro. Like, it's a lot of stuff that they be hiding, bro. And y'all know who they is. It's a lot of stuff they be hiding, bro. No,
to get it fixed. If you hide a problem, it's never gonna get fixed.
Vinny!
How you doing?
Oh, wait, you got this guy. Legend.
Here's what I've heard, that there is a tunnel system being built to traffic children on bloody mattresses.
This is absolute bullshit. Anyone that does a little research right away sees that it's absolute garbage.
What did they close off exactly? What happened here?
Yesterday, they broke off the part of the wall, so the cops are claiming that it's structural danger.
Can we go inside? No. Why is that? Hey, is there...
She just gonna walk away? She ain't gonna... Okay.
Anyway, we go inside.
No. What?
Building is unsafe right now. The building's unsafe? Yeah. It's all blocked off. Oh, look at this.
Somebody pulled up from here yesterday. See, right this right here?
Oh, this where the... That's where that Jewish dude popped out from.
Oh, that welding's brand new.
Most of the people inside the synagogue, they come to pray, they come to study. Now, I'm going to talk about this small minority of fanatics inside the synagogue.
Okay, let's talk.
These fanatics must be punished. My God. Basically, in
What are you talking about?
there was a whole plan. There was actually blueprints and all that of how they're going to expand this place that we call 770. Over the years, people tried. They decided they're going to take matters into their own hands.
Fanatics, is that?
Call them that.
Okay.
So it started around 6 months ago. They started from around the corner. They started to dig out.
The tunnel was used to reach an abandoned woman's mikvah for secret unknown rituals.
Dirt that was in underground. There's no human traffic going on.
Sure.
Right?
So it's them trying to expand the church.
Yeah, that's all it is.
After witnessing some unique ways the local community was employing the new migrants in town, Leroy's informant told us this.
Well, I just got tipped off that migrants that were housed at Floyd Bennett Field will be moved into a fully operating school because of weather conditions at Floyd Bennett Field. It gets really windy at Floyd Bennett Field and the rain comes down and the place floods. The city has no more room and New York City is housing migrants. Any place they have space. Now we have to empty out a whole school with kids to house thousands of migrants.
Let's talk to some parents who are probably pissed off.
So they about to stop kids from going to school so they can get it. What? Now it make sense. Like, so the kid's supposed to go to a new school?
What? The service is going to be used for the migrant situation here. We heard the school's getting used as like a migrant facility. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
So are you guys getting booted out of school?
Oh yeah, I think for like a few days.
Here we go. Might be right here. That's it. Okay, so these are the migrants in this bus right now.
There's a group of people right there. What is?
All right, let's check this out.
I think that's it, right?
I think so. We got people pissed off right now.
Taking over my kid's school. How does it feel? You feel good? I hope you feel good. I hope you all sleep really well tonight. How long you staying?
Pissed.
Oh, I'm everything for free, right? Everything for free. Think you guys are staying for a while, huh?
We got countless amount of buses coming in. 1, 2, 3. There are a lot of people.
Yeah, this is actually crazy, bro.
4. My curiosity is how many people end up coming in.
40 people per bus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
How many migrants are in New York City right now?
Around 160,000 growing every day. Around 60,000 are in the care of New York City, which means they're in New York City facilities or shelters or hotels.
As you can see in the distance, it doesn't appear to be ending anytime soon.
How do you feel stealing our tax money?
Do you think the mayor's doing a good or bad job at handling the situation right now?
think the whole country's doing a bad job of allowing our borders to be wide open, allowing anybody to come through. And these people are here illegally, and none of them are vetted. We don't know anything about them. We don't know if they're doctors or lawyers or murderers or rapists or drug addicts or drug dealers. We don't know anything about them. It took my family about 16 years just to get our green cards, and then another few years to get our passports. So we waited this long, and we went through the right procedures. Why shouldn't anybody else go through the right procedures?
What do you think?
All right. I see his point though. He's an immigrant himself, man. But 16 years, some of them can't wait that long, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, some of them can't wait that long, bro. 16 years is crazy. So
What the solution to all of this is, if any?
That's 2/3 of my life, bro.
What's your biggest concern as a parent out here?
My kids deserve to be in school. They deserve to have an education.
How do you think this ends?
The parents got to be here in the pouring rain like me. I just left work. They're having a parent conference, Zoom meeting at 7 o'clock. You think they're going to allow us to say what we want to say? They're not going to allow us to say what's on our minds. We're paying for them. Our tax dollars are paying for them, but my kids have to stay home.
This is crazy. As nearly 2,000 migrants entered their newly converted shelter during the storm, you might be wondering where New York's local homeless population goes to survive in situations like these.
So right now I'm going to take you guys to the famous Penn Station, where unfortunately we have a lot of homeless people.
And right now we're about to see how many homeless people are sleeping in the subway, how many migrants are using this as a bed. Let's take a look.
Here we go. Come on. It's unfortunate that people have to live this way.
You sleeping out here tonight? Yeah. Do you think there's enough resources for the local homeless population out here and the migrants right now? Okay. There's enough space and food.
You think so?
$600 trillion something all amongst New York City.
So, are you homeless out here?
Yeah, I love it. I've been out here 21 years.
21 years on the streets?
Yeah, I love it.
You love it. Hey, if you love it, then shout out to him, bro. Shit, like that.
What's your name? How'd you end up out here?
Doing drugs.
Doing drugs?
Like crystal meth, K2.
Okay.
I had a pretty good life, before this, but being homeless, it ruined my damn life. It ruined my life, man.
Do you get booted out of here when you try to sleep?
A lot.
Yeah?
A hell of a time, hell yeah. Like mostly every day. It's like if you try to, pick a warm spot, you maybe only having to like at least an hour, not even that, to get some rest and get back
You're
up.
kicked out within the hour.
Oh yeah, within an hour, yeah.
Do you have any access to housing right now?
Apartment-wise, no, but shelter-wise, yeah, man, SRO.
What's the biggest thing you'd ask for from the city if you could?
Probably permanent housing, man. Hell yeah. Like a nice little apartment, nice little, room, whatever, it'd be hella nice, man. Hell yeah.
Okay. So this guy's getting approached real time. Take a look.
Yeah, he's getting approached.
So he's getting booted out of here or what?
Yeah.
So they move from one subway to the next, right?
Yeah, pretty much. From one spot to the next spot. Look, the cop is telling them, look, it's time to go, it's time to go.
So the cops, their job is to say, get out of here or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
But the migrants are sleeping in the school tonight.
The migrants are sleeping in the school, a nice warm school with a cot and seats.
Dude, just on the floor.
But regular homeless niggas are sleeping on the floor. But the migrants got a whole room and everything, bro. Hey.
I've seen a lot of this, people just doing their best to get some rest out here.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's the best option in this weather.
These guys need serious help, and it starts with mental health help.
Sure. And as midnight approached, the cops shut down an entire section of the subway station, and the remaining people relocated to one spot.
So now, instead of having them all scattered around, you have a concentration of them in one area. It's like The Walking Dead at times.
What drugs are being used out here?
K2, crack, heroin.
Oh, Trank out here?
Everything.
I mean, he's having a good time over here.
Good time by himself. He's having a party.
Coming our way.
Yeah,
See what happens
see
here.
what happens.
Hi, guys. How you doing, man?
How are you?
Doing good.
Awesome. It's nice to see you.
Hey, good to see you. All right, you have a good night. He's a nice guy.
Hey,
nice guy.
good dude.
Oh, I see.
You see them one day talking to you, and next minute they're pulling out a knife and stabbing you.
We got a yelling match right here.
But I've done things, and I've been places. You're in a fucking train station.
Came for food or what?
Yeah, he's opening trash can for food. And you'll see, they'll start coming down more and more. Everywhere. This is a part of New York that no one sees.
Why is that?
Because the news won't show it. Nodding out or trying to put on a shoe.
I see.
Possibly diabetic. You can look at his feet, all swollen.
What's your name?
Pop King.
Pop King, that's a cool name.
I'm an artist though. I
Okay.
like to rap. And
You
all
rap?
that. Yeah.
You want to throw some bars?
Sure.
All right, no pressure.
Dear Heavenly Father, if you really speaking to me, I wish I could have one more lyrics to speak to my father, and one more time, if I see him, I want to stand over the grave. Just tell him I miss him so much. This is hurting me painful, ill. I just think every day so I can borrow up my pain, just trying to figure out if I got mental problems or I'm just fighting the demons that I was going through. 'Cause every time I think about it, I just want to pull this 4-5 out and just end it all. This is mentally, this is hurting me. Because when I lost that phone, when I got that phone call from my cousin, that shit was eating me up.
This is not rapping. It's more so like a poetry, I guess.
That was good. That was good. Hey, that's impressive.
That was off the
You
dome.
got bars too? Okay. You doing good though? Seriously. That was some heavy stuff you're spitting at me.
Listen,
we just homeless right now.
Okay.
We just trying to get some food and stuff.
Everybody watching this, everybody, like my father always said, make a goal, make a way plan, where the rules. Don't make a rule. Don't have somebody make your rules. Make your plan. It's your decision. I'm 25 and everybody's telling me I should go do rap. Yes, rap is my idol. Like me, I'm not perfect. My big mother's not perfect. He's not perfect. Y'all not perfect. I lost a lot of people. So everybody's not perfect.
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. This is heavy.
I'm going to, me and him, we're going to get back on our feet.
Sure.
I'm going to show progress that I really want my person that I really love back. I used to date his sister.
Okay.
But I'm dating somebody else.
You're getting busy out here.
And you got a baby mama?
I got a baby mother too.
Okay.
But I got a daughter.
I got a son.
Do you guys see your kids?
Yeah.
I'm about to get my kid back in custody because my baby mother's not doing the right thing.
Okay.
For me, I'm actually fighting justice for my son back.
Okay.
We could get our kid back. So
we gotta go through the shelter. So that's what we're going.
I see a shelter. Okay. How is the shelters? That's my last question for you.
Alright, sometimes in shelters, like you got fighting, people stabbing, hiding knives, and doing all that other stuff. So it's really different. That's why
I already know that shelter get treacherous. I already know.
It gets spooky. Just know it gets spooky. People smoking K2.
A lot of drug use in there?
Oh yes, a whole lot.
Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure, guys.
Against the wall? Is that what we got?
Someone being arrested right now?
Okay,
someone's against the wall right now.
Who knows? They're running. It looks like they're running his ID for some reason.
All right, he's out. Cool. How you doing?
Man, nigga wobbling.
Whoa.
Don't do that. Come on. You just got out of trouble. You want to get in trouble again? So I'll see you later. Have a good night.
I mean, I thought he was going to go for the swing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I'm about to get my first swing. Test my dodge skills.
Damn.
Hey, they're coming in. Let them do their job.
While the
You
cops
minted shit.
babysat the local homeless population down here,
They still smoking that cig. That's impressive, I gotta say.
you might also be wondering why we haven't seen many homeless people camped out above ground.
There's no benches. There's no benches out here. They are extremely difficult to find. We're about to go to a few
Yeah, they
specific
purposely did
locations
that.
to see examples of hostile architecture designed almost to not be used in some ways. This lady right here just standing. There's no bench to sit. Can I find a bench to sit down?
A bench around here, I don't think
Like
so.
a seat?
No. You know, they don't have so many homeless in the streets sitting around.
We found a bench finally. However, the catch is
See? You see what they be doing, bro? Bro, they really put these there so you can't lay down. You gotta sit up.
you got the wedge here to separate you from your neighbor. So if I want to go to sleep right now like this, I would have severe back pain. This is the modern bench. You lay down at a 45-degree acute angle. Have you been here since they changed the benches?
I never moved the bench.
Fair enough. Cheers, Ben. So I see you popping a squat right here. Is that because there are no benches out here?
Yeah, absolutely because of that.
Okay. How long have you been homeless out here?
About 2 years now.
When did New York take their benches out of the city?
I would say it happened pretty aggressively about a year ago. It's only because of the homeless, unfortunately. They've got shelters, but the shelters are so overrun now, and they're so dangerous, it's kind of hard to stay in those places.
And how is it being homeless out here in New York City?
It sucks, especially in the wintertime. But, a lot of times we make bad decisions, and we have to make the best of it.
Okay. All right. Boom. We found another. This is a spike designed to keep you from popping a squat.
Spike?
Okay, that actually hurt. There are no benches out here. There's no hospitable place to get any rest. Thus, you walk through here. You see a sort of makeshift shelter right here. This is the worst of the worst right here. It has ridges. It's not cozy. Would you sleep here? With shelter systems
Hell
maxed
no.
out and overrun with migrants, no benches to sit on, and cops that'll force you to move, it's no surprise the homeless hang out in the subway. Yet this activist that greets the migrants when they arrive to New York thinks that this explanation is an oversimplification. I'm here with
Power Malu.
What organization do you represent?
Artists, athletes, activists. Basically, we're the organization that receives the migrants, and since day one at the Port Authority, because as New York being a sanctuary city and me being a true Yorker, I saw how they were mistreated because they didn't speak the language. So it was up to me and other New Yorkers to step up and do the right thing.
Okay, so you guys help the migrants coming in. Do you guys also help the local homeless population here?
Absolutely.
Are you guys overstressed to help these people in terms of all the resources you aid them with?
Yeah, so we're not overstressed. Like, what I like to tell people is that we are tasked with picking up the pieces where the city is failing. They're stuck in these hotel rooms or these shelters without knowing what their next steps are. So the city failed them miserably because they don't have any real outreach. So there's no social work, there's no case management. A lot of things that have been happening since before the migrants got here that people weren't really paying attention to, and they were kind of being like misinformed. And now that the migrants are here, they're being used as a punching bag and being blamed and saying, oh, the reason why you're not getting
I can see that.
services is because the migrants are coming here. Well, all they got to do is take a step back and say, wait a minute, they just got here August of 2022. What about the year before and the year before that? Why aren't we getting those services, or why are all these things messed up? It's not because of them, it's because of mismanagement. What I would like to have New Yorkers understand is that they should be upset at the politicians, not at the migrants. What the migrants did, if anything, is expose how horrific this unhoused shelter system is.
Nah, it is facts though. Like, terrible laws or whatever they got out there, bro. Because how did the migrants have more priority over the homeless people that's already in New York? That's what I'm stuck on. They have more priority over the people that's already there. I don't.
Madison High School for a couple hours. The homeless were sleeping anywhere they could.
They're using the lawn chairs in the Chase Bank. Oh shit, he's lighting up in the Chase Bank. Is he good?
Nah, he not good, bro.
Motherfuckers is shooting up dope in this motherfucker.
Gotham. I meant New York was looking grim. So we got back in the car, headed back to my hotel when Leroy's police radio signaled this.
So we're chilling here in the car, we're listening to this police radio. Apparently 8 people are running from the cops right now after a robbery. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, so it's a larceny right now. Cops are chasing, they caught 2 perps, and they're chasing after another 8.
What's the craziest thing you found by using this radio?
Murder?
Murder?
Yeah.
You've witnessed a murder?
I responded to a murder.
Sheesh.
Like literally minutes after the murder was called.
So you've seen a dead body out there?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
The plan is to jump out and film this?
Yeah.
Is he a cop or like he a cop or he has got the radio? Like what? How he get that? Who's he?
Okay. Real life Nightcrawler right now.
Just remember, we'll have to hop out the car. Stay behind me. So
You're like you're allowed to buy one of these?
You had a bulletproof vest?
I do. I normally do wear one when I cover crime.
Okay. Are these guys armed?
We don't know if they're armed or not.
Is this a smart idea?
Yeah, it's always a smart idea. Let's get the footage.
One with a gray sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt with a black puffer vest and jeans.
They're right there? Let's go check it out. All right, found the perpetrators right across the street. Let's check it out.
They're migrants.
So he's speaking Spanish right now.
The migrants tried to rob a bank.
That they were chasing. There was 2 people. They caught this, and there's more running away from them right now. But unfortunately, we're in this predicament because of the federal government dumping people on our laps.
Another day in Gotham out here. This is only the beginning. This is New York City, baby. We have people hey, look. Right over there. Someone's getting mugged.
Who's getting mugged?
I think so. Look, they're pulling.
No, don't get too close. Let them mug them. Let them do.
Whoa.
They're fighting each other. Yo.
Stop, don't get involved.
These kids are walking by. They're throwing hands. They're throwing hands.
The people of New York were desensitized.
You think he ripped all his clothes off in the rain? Nah. I'm about to stay away from New York.
As families walk past the street,
I'm about to stay away from New York,
it seemed
bro.
like this
What?
was just another day in the city.
Cops shutting it down real quick. Cops are here.
Rule of thumb, you never want to get too close to them when they're fighting. You never know when a gun's going to come out.
Let's go.
Robbery, violence, Jewish tunnels, and migrants everywhere. You might be wondering how much it costs to live in one of the tiniest
Bro, this is what I was talking about earlier. Look at this little ass apartment, bro. It's literally you walk in, it's the one sink, one microwave. Like,
It's
bro,
wonderful Manhattan.
it's literally
Give me a
like,
tour.
reach your arm out. That's how big it
Welcome.
is.
Here's your tour. We have the fridge, we have the microwave, we have the full bathroom.
I cannot live like this, bro.
We got no
What?
toilet.
Yeah,
Actually,
there's shared
I
toilets
actually
on every
could,
single floor. We'll check those out shortly.
but sharing the toilet
We
is
do
crazy.
have some, medicine cabinet space, some storage. Yeah, there's definitely units with better views in the building. Some of them do face the street. Budgets are just becoming cheaper while prices are going up. It's really a problem.
He said this is 17
bucks out here in New York for this.
This is 1100. Bro, 1100 in Ohio can get you a whole 2-bed, bro. I think that's a whole 2-bed, and this is 1100 in New York. Yeah, bro.
This is crazy.
New York is treacherous.
Get you 60 square feet here, and with studio rentals averaging $3,500, you might be wondering where all these hopeful migrants are going to live in such an expensive, already densely populated city. Perhaps the more affordable projects of East Brooklyn?
A man who neighbors say came here from Bangladesh, shot and killed right in front of his very own home.
Police are searching for a brightly dressed suspect in a shooting in East New York.
We are in the middle of another weekend of senseless gun violence in the city.
Several damaged cars litter the ground behind us. One was shot in the head, several others in the torso.
Just too much crime, and something needs to be done.
I met up with Kashmir in Cypress Hills to see how the locals like it out here.
Yeah,
how you doing? Good to meet you. How is it living out here in Brooklyn?
You gotta stay woke.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Or like he said, keep your eyes open, man. Cause it be the ones with you, be the ones that you gotta worry about the most sometimes.
It's like kill or be killed. Like, you gotta come up somehow.
I know guns are notoriously hard to get in New York City. Do people have them out here?
It ain't
Of
hard.
course.
It ain't hard.
That's like going to the candy.
Like, bro, what? Of course they got them easy, but if you get caught using it, that's a whole other thing right there. I know they probably got them on them though.
Like Chirac now. Before, when I was growing up, at least we was fighting. Ice blue. We was jumping and we was fighting. It was straight. Feel me, little boys thing. But now you can get a gun and it's up. So
somebody got shot over here. Last night. Yeah, right here. Stay on your swivel because it can happen at any given time. A lot of killers from here. A lot of drug dealers from here. A lot of tough guys from here. A lot of hustlers. I would say, like, when you say New York, people would be like the fluff. They think of Times Square. They think about this. But when you say East New York, they're gonna be like, whoa, you can go there? Who you went there with? Or how'd you get there? Like, it's dangerous over there. It's a heavy projects, like a lot of shootings, a lot of shootouts. This side shooting at that side, a lot of things going on.
Question for you, ma'am. How's it living out here in Cypress Hills? She laughed. What do you mean? How is it living out here? Every other week? Is it dangerous out here in Cypress Hills?
yeah, man.
Yeah. Would you get out if you could?
I'm working on that now. At nighttime, you gotta be careful.
With New Yorkers in extremely dangerous neighborhoods like these that are unsafe, undesirable to live in, and still expensive relative to average New Yorker income, what exactly is the game plan for
What did it say?
people without relative to average New Yorker income? What exactly?
Yeah, that's not bad though. If I'm looking at this right, that's because M's highest 66,000, 5K a month. You putting in 2 for your.
Is the game plan for a population of people without jobs, without paperwork to get jobs, little to no ability to speak the native language here, and in a city with
So what's the minimum wage out there? Like 25,
zoning laws
30?
and a variety of other factors have caused the housing
You making how much a
supply
year?
to
You
not
making
be able to reach housing demand.
like $30 an hour.
What dream exactly are these migrants looking for? The day after the migrants moved into the James Madison High School, Leroy told me to come back down and check out a protest organized by locals frustrated with migrants flooding their neighborhoods. You guys giving a speech? What are they protesting?
The migrants in the neighborhood, they've been knocking on doors, begging for food.
Okay, they're booing. Let's see what's up. Why are they booing? What's happening? What do we got going on here? Talk to me.
Close the border! Close the border! Close the border! The Lord says they're here illegally.
What's your solution? So what's your solution?
1v20. How you doing?
He said, "What's your solution?" and nobody answered it. Bro, okay.
How are you?
I guess.
Recently, due to the storm, the city had to move the migrants from Floyd Bennett Field into Madison High School, which sparked outrage. Today, residents have had enough, and they want the tents completely out of Floyd Bennett Field.
What do you think she's up to?
She doesn't know what the hell she's up to.
What is her objective, and what is the objective of the people
You have
here?
people like her who know nothing. They say free Palestine. They don't even know what the hell. They're just out here. They've been paid off.
You think they're virtue signaling or what?
Yeah, they just showing, what a wonderful, caring human being they are.
I see. Do you think it's more about them rather than the cause they represent?
She's just young and dumb.
Young and dumb, they say.
You putting them up in your house because they're not coming to mine.
Why are you not answering any questions? Why are you just here with the sign? Why don't you answer?
What are your thoughts? What's going on?
Why don't you give us your solution if you're here to complain? I want to.
So she's not gonna say nothing. I mean, if she says something, she had to argue with 80 people. So it's like, you feel me? I mean, I guess they all can just sit there hurt.
I have no problem with her giving her thoughts. Don't just come here in a mess. Tell us your solution. What? Because obviously living in a tent in flood zones is not sustainable. These people are not happy in the tents.
We're at the school and the buses came in. What are your thoughts on that?
I live across the street from there. I saw Eagle Eyes view. I live on the top floor in the building across the street. They shut down the whole street. New Yorkers are upset and we've had enough. We're scared to live in a peaceful area like this. We work our whole lives to buy houses and apartments so that we can live peacefully with our family. We don't need people knocking on our doors at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's afraid to identify herself and answer simple questions.
Okay. What do you think her stance on all this is?
Her stance on probably the poor asylum seekers, poor them, they're sitting there in the tents. No one asked them to come here and go into these tents. What do you want us to do? We keep our borders open. They're flooding in here by the thousands.
Mayor Adams is the largest child trafficker that New York City has ever seen.
You're calling the mayor a human trafficker? Like, bro, what?
This has nothing to do with migrants. They're human trafficking victims.
What do you think's going on here?
The mayor's objective to turn New York City into prostitution and drugstores everywhere. Take a
Where did he get this idea from?
ride down to Roosevelt Avenue between 74th Avenue and 103rd Street in Queens. There is open air prostitution.
Really?
From the Chinese that are doing massages, from the Venezuelans that are out there walking the streets.
Forget what we're here for.
What are we here for?
What are you here for?
We're here to make sure that these migrants that come here get a free shake and everything. They don't belong in Floyd Bennett. It's a flood zone.
It's just all connected.
Trafficking.
Seems to be a lot of causes at play. What are your thoughts?
He's an anomaly to this group for the most part.
How do you think this all ends?
I think eventually they'll come to their senses and realize that you don't put up a tent with thousands of people in a flood zone. So hopefully they'll come to their senses.
And what happens to the migrants that are already here?
I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think people that get paid a lot more than I do know what to do.
And Mayor Adams wants to talk about the schools and what's fair. What's fair is our children deserve an education. We don't need this bullshit. Why ain't they upstate New York? Nobody here voted for a sanctuary city. They decided to make it a sanctuary city. It's bullshit.
Do you think the average tax-paying New Yorker and the native homeless population is being deprioritized over the migrants out here?
Yes.
Like I said, I'm a former libtard. For a long time, I just turned a blind eye to it because it wasn't affecting me. I think now that it's in my community and it's confusing and it's hard, it's eye-opening, truly. There's about 40 people standing there waiting for the bus. I said, all right, I walk up to the next stop to hopefully get a seat on the bus. I was the last person led on the bus. There was already 40 people on the bus. We get up to over here, they all got Target bags in their hands. I don't know where they get the money from. They're not even paying, they're not even saying excuse me, they're not even respecting the way goes. There's old women standing, old women on the bus. We used to give our seats to old women on the bus. I'm 25 years old, I'll probably live at home for the rest of my life because I can't afford to feed myself. This is crazy, I don't know, they got better drip than me, it's weird.
She said they got better drip than me. Yeah, she's funny. You can actually tell that she from New York though. She said they got better drip than me. It's crazy. Nah. But like maybe having like fake designer and shit all the time, bro. It's like
Question for you, sir. Are you a veteran?
they love fake designer out in the third world countries.
They don't belong here, okay? I mean, the place is a flood zone. I used to play softball there. If it rained 3 days before, we couldn't play because the field was soaking wet. Now they got people living in there. Boy, they shouldn't even be here. They should be back where they belong.
What do you think the future of America looks like?
Bad. I was in Key Food on Avenue N.
Yeah.
I get out of my car. Guy comes over with 2 boxes of Oreos.
Yeah.
He wants me to buy them. My wife and I get out of the car in my own driveway, and they want money. I don't know how I could say it here, but I said, I don't know how to say get the f*** out of here in Spanish. Yeah. How much did that cost me as a taxpayer to have 20-something buses load people up and wake them up at 3 o'clock in the morning so that at 4:30 they could be back here? How stupid is that? And at 4:30, if you check, the storm was still raging. And this community here, where I've lived since 1965, has been a close-knit community. No problem.
Basically ends when they come up with a solution to probably send the migrants back. I mean, they came here, they promised them golden unicorns. They themselves see that it's not what they promised. You know, they're displacing the Americans, taxpayers, and it's just too much.
But if you're gonna bring them here, have a freaking plan. This is like, oh my God, it's not working out here. We knew it wasn't gonna work out. Let's displace a couple of thousand high school students to put them in there. What kind of freaking thinking is that?
Curtis, you're running for mayor.
Oh yeah, I ran for mayor the first time, gonna run for mayor again.
Okay, how would you handle what's going on here?
First off, I'd be opposed to accepting the migrants here in the city. I'd keep them on the buses, give them an hour, use the facilities, give them a nice box lunch, and send them to Washington, D.C. to Biden, who invited them. The liberals and
Send them to
progressives
Washington,
there
D.C.
are always supporting the migrants, but they don't ever seem to have migrant centers in their neighborhoods. So why not share the responsibility?
As migrants line the frozen streets of...
Yeah, that's true. They should just like spread them out or something. Not just have them all in one little city or somewhere, like one little spot. Spread them out all throughout New York. So everybody can have a little bit, you know.
New York during its bone-chilling winter, waiting for shelter that doesn't exist. It seems like selling these people the American dream and encouraging them to spend months risking their life, crossing the border, only to end up homeless in a foreign land with no job opportunities.
You're not used to this weather, right?
We are not. This is a strange environment, very cold out here.
Might just be the least compassionate thing anyone can do. Because sadly, the American dream nowadays looks more like a nightmare, at least here in New York. And Leroy, where can these people find you?
So you can go on my Twitter, which is Viral News NYC. My Instagram is Leroy Prest. My YouTube is Leroy Prest.
Let's get our boy Leroy to 100.
All right, man. Crazy video, actually. Final thoughts is same thing as everybody else. I don't know what they're supposed to do. Honestly, don't know what they're supposed to do. It's basically just tough for I don't know. Maybe they should spread them out. Like I said earlier, they should spread them out throughout the whole city. I don't know. Send them to more states. Like make it a U.S. problem, not a New York problem. And then we'll see if it's fixed. But I don't know, man. Anyways, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.